Hello everyone, welcome back to Simulated Heaven and welcome back to Hotel Tycoon. As you can see, I've been very busy here. I have just been playing around with the game. I use the word playing because of course this is a very early alpha. I don't expect that the game is going to be anywhere near finished. Also, I'm aware that there are going to be issues. That's very normal in an alpha. In fact, I've been very happy actually with the fact that most of the systems in the game are working very well, especially for the fact that the game is so early. So yes, I'm not trying to critique this game. I know it's very early. I wanted to play around with the game, stretch the game, see what the limits of the game are at the moment for my own usage, for my own entertainment almost. So I'm not trying to have a go at the developer. I know it's very early and I'm sure that all the things I talk about they're going to fix and improve in the game. As you can see, this is my hotel. Been working very hard on it. I've got like a reception area here. I've got a really big storage area here. I kind of wanted the storage area very large like this because I thought then I can just stock up loads of stuff, leave it, and I can see that it's empty. Whoopsie. And then leave it, and then I don't have to worry about it for a long time. So that's why I have such a big storage area. I've got a restaurant here. As you can see, there are customers here. Ooh, look at that. Having fun, eating food, loving it. We got another restaurant over here, which is more like a garden themed restaurant. And then these were the first rooms that I made over here. These were the first rooms over here that I made. As you can see, they were all exactly the same. I came up with a design that I liked and that I saw worked, and then I just basically replicated them here. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. I would say that it's just really interesting coming up with a design, making something all by yourself, and then watching as it gets used and cleaned and everything. It sounds really weird, but I found a lot of entertainment in that. And then I made these other rooms over here. Now, weirdly, this is very weird. After I made these rooms, for a long time, they weren't used. Well, the cleaners refused to clean them. So I wonder this time if they're going to get cleaned. You can see that they're all being used, but for a long time, the cleaners refused to clean them. Now, I wonder if the cleaners will all of a sudden start to clean them. Anyway, I made these rooms slightly more compact, a slightly different design. But again, I kind of repeated the same design in all of them. I suppose as well because that's often what a hotel is like, isn't it? They will just get a blueprint of a room and they'll just replicate it again and again. I made an extra little storage area over here because I thought that this is quite far away from the other storage area, so I kind of wanted to alleviate some stuff. Some traveling of the AI. Now, this was an interesting idea. I kind of had an idea. What would happen if you made a big room full of all of the components that are needed in a room, and if I tried to select each item here and say that that's room 1, and then all of these, each row here, I had the idea of each row trying to make it into a room. However, this experiment, I was not able to fully finish this experiment because I didn't realize at the time that you only have a maximum of 20 rooms in this alpha. Or anyway, I cannot seem to add more than that. So it seems like that there's a maximum of 20 rooms in this alpha, and I already have 20 rooms. So unfortunately, I was not able to finish this experiment because I can't add these as rooms. Anyway, maybe in the future I will try this out on a new game and see if it works, because it would be interesting if the game allowed you to set up rooms in this way. That would be very unrealistic, but I just kind of wondered if the game would allow it or not. Yeah, so that's the basic overview of my hotel. Now, I've only really noticed two major issues. I mean, of course, an issue is that there isn't really a lot of content, but of course, in the future they're going to add a lot more content. And seriously, like, I can imagine spending many hours in this game when it's like a finished article with a larger selection of items. Seriously, I can imagine that I would get really addicted to this and spend many hours on this game. But yeah, obviously the content, that's an issue that they will improve. It's very early in development, like I've said so many times. But the other issues that I've seen, the main one is that the performance of the game seems like it's not that great when you start building up a hotel. You can see that I haven't used this whole area over here, and especially when I zoom out, the game really seems to chug, and I've got a pretty good computer. When you zoom in, it's not that bad, obviously. When you zoom in, it's okay, see? But it's like when you try and zoom out, it starts to get a bit laggy. And again, I'm sure that they are aware of this and they will work on this. But that's one of the issues that I've noticed. Also, I've noticed that the cleaners don't have very good AI. Or they just seem to get stuck on the same bed in this way, and it's kind of weird because at the beginning they still seem to clean the rooms, but it gets gradually worse and worse, and then it's like it gets up to a point where all the cleaners are stuck when there's loads of rooms that need to be cleaned. So you can see there's loads of rooms here that need to get cleaned, and yet the cleaners seem to be stuck over here all in one place. So I kind of worked out that when this happens, I need to fire all of them and rehire new cleaners, and then that usually fixes it. Or you can save the game and reload it. That also usually helps to fix it. But yeah, I mean, obviously you can't expect that the AI is going to be amazing at this stage in the game. Actually, the other AI is pretty good. Like, the workers are pretty good. The people that work on the reception are pretty good. In the kitchen, yeah, I haven't really had any issues. Occasionally, the workers might get slightly confused when they are navigating around the hotel, but it's not that bad. But the worst one is the cleaners. As you can see, they get kind of stuck. Then all your rooms are not available because they haven't been cleaned. And then you basically start losing a load of money because they're customers. You will see that there are customers and all of them are going to get turned away because there aren't any rooms available. So yeah, but I'm sure that that's going to get fixed fairly soon, but that's pretty much the only major issue that I have found. And like I said near the start of the video, it's kind of weird that for some reason the cleaners refuse to use any of these rooms. It's kind of weird. I don't know. The other ones, they seem to work fine. For some reason, this block up here, they just ignore. Anyway, so that's my little test of the game. I've been having a lot of fun in the game. I don't think I'll be playing it a lot more until the game is updated and added more stuff. But yeah, I've been really enjoying it. I would love to know if any of you guys have been playing it. I would love to know your ideas about what you think about this game. Like I said earlier, when the game is finished, I can imagine spending many hours. I mean, imagine if you had a massive array of furniture and decorations, and if you had a larger selection of how to manage the staff in the hotel. Wow, I can imagine spending many hours on this game. Anyway guys, thanks for watching the video, and as always, I will see you in the next one.